If you've been thinking about getting the American Express Platinum card, or if you're just wanting to maximize the value you're getting out of the credits on this card, this video is for you. With an $895 annual fee, it's important that you're able to get your money's worth. I've had the Platinum card for 7 years personally, so I've definitely had time to learn the ins and outs of it. And in this video, I'll walk you through the spending multipliers on the card. We'll break down each of the credits and we'll cover the lesser talked about perks. I'll also share my tips and common mistakes to avoid as we cover each section. Stay till the end because I'll give you my thoughts on who this card is best for and which people might be better off skipping it. I'm Rachel. I share credit card news and strategies, and I teach you how to use your points to book business and first-class flights. So subscribe if that sounds interesting. And a big thank you in advance for hitting the like button. It helps the channel grow and it helps the content reach more people like you that can get value from it. Let's jump into the video. Starting off with the basics on the card, let's review the spending multipliers. You'll earn 5 times points on airfares, whether booked with the airline directly or through Amex Travel. This is a helpful multiplier, especially for frequent travelers. It also triggers when you're paying cash taxes and fees or upgrades on flights you booked with points. You'll earn 5 times points on prepaid hotels booked through Amex Travel as well. And when redeeming a hotel credit on this card, you'll get the multiplier on the amount that you spend beyond the credit. Sadly, these multipliers don't count when booking through third parties like Expedia or Booking.com. On all other purchases, you'll receive 1 point per dollar. A mistake I often see people making is putting all other purchases on their Amex Platinum. And I have to admit, this was me for a long time. I put dining and groceries on my Amex Gold, but everything else went on my Platinum. Now I know it's better to put those other category purchases on what we call a catch-all card that earns 1.5 times to 2 times points on all other purchases. I'll link my current favorite catch-all cards below, and I'll make a full video on them in the future, so make sure you're subscribed for that. The credits on the card is really where the Amex Platinum packs a punch, especially after the card's 2025 refresh. I'll break down the credits here based on their cadence: monthly, quarterly, biannual, or annual. Monthly credits. You get $15 of Uber cash, which can be spent on rides or Uber Eats. Plus, you also get $20 extra in December. You get $25 of digital entertainment credit for streaming services, including Disney, ESPN, Hulu, The New York Times, Paramount, Peacock, The Wall Street Journal, or YouTube Premium or YouTube TV. You get $13 monthly for your Walmart Plus membership. And although this one seems off-brand, there are actually some really good hidden perks on it. Quarterly credits. $100 of Resy restaurant credit. You can visit any restaurant listed on the Resy website and you don't actually need to make a reservation. You'll receive an automatic statement credit when you dine, and this also works for takeout, but not for third parties like Uber Eats or DoorDash. You get $75 of Lululemon credit, which can be used in-store, online, through the Lululemon app, but not at their outlet stores. Biannual credits. $300 of hotel credit. This is to be used in the Amex Travel portal at fine hotels and resorts or the hotel collection properties. The reservation needs to be prepaid, and if staying at fine hotels and resorts, it can be 1 night, but the hotel collection properties require a 2-night minimum. If you're new to this benefit, definitely watch my Amex Platinum hotel credit deep dive video because there are a lot of nuances and also tips and tools to help you maximize the value of this perk. $50 Saks Fifth Avenue credit. This is an interesting one because with Saks declaring bankruptcy recently, I don't know how much longer we'll have access to this perk. Annual credits. $200 airline fee credit, which is meant for non-ticket incidentals like checked bags, seat selection, lounge day passes, or onboard purchases. Sadly, it's not a credit for actual flight tickets. It also requires you to select your airline from a specific list each year. $209 Clear Plus membership to help you get through airport security faster. $120 of Uber One membership credit. You can pay monthly or get the discounted annual rate. Either way, the statement credit offsets the fee when it posts. The Uber One membership gets you discounted rates for Uber and Uber Eats. $300 Equinox membership credit, which can be used on your Equinox gym membership or on the Equinox app subscription. $200 Oura Ring credit, which is only applicable on the actual ring purchase, and it doesn't work for your ongoing Oura Ring membership fees, unfortunately. Lastly, every 4 years, you get $120 of TSA PreCheck or Global Entry Statement credit. My pro tip here would be to go with Global Entry because it actually includes the TSA PreCheck, so it's a better choice if you are traveling internationally. So looking at the total annual face value of all of these credits, we have $300 digital entertainment credit, $200 Uber Cash, $155 Walmart Plus membership credit, $400 Resi credit, $300 Lululemon credit, $600 hotel credit, $100 Saks credit, $200 airline fee credit, $120 of Uber One membership credit, $209 Clear Plus credit, $300 Equinox membership credit, $200 Oura Ring credit, bringing us to a grand total of $3,084, plus an extra $120 TSA PreCheck or Global Entry every 4 years. It's important to note that it's unlikely you will use every credit or that you would value every credit at its face value. For example, the Equinox or Oura Ring credit isn't relevant to a lot of people. Or similarly, you probably wouldn't be paying for Uber One or Walmart Plus if it wasn't included. That said, I think most people, even conservatively speaking, can get at least $895 of value back from the card, which covers the annual fee. Moving on to the credit mistakes to avoid. A lot of these credits do require enrollment. So head to the Amex app or the website and make sure you're enrolled in all of the benefits. These credits are also use it or lose it, and they don't stack over time. So if you don't use your Uber Cash this month, for example, it will disappear and the next month's credit refreshes. In the interest of keeping this video digestible, I've kept the credits overview brief, but head to my channel if you'd like to see deep dives and my best tips and strategies for maximizing the value of each one. Let's dive into the other benefits on the card outside of those that have a dollar value and need to be spent per se. Lounge access is a big one. You'll get access to the Amex Centurion lounges, Priority Pass access, which has a large global network of lounges, plus 10 visits to the Delta Sky Club when flying Delta, excluding basic economy fares. You'll also get elevated status, including Marriott Bonvoy Gold Elite status, Hilton Honors Gold status, and Leaders Club Sterling status from the leading hotels of the world. Truth be told, I haven't seen a lot of value out of these, but let me know in the comments if I'm underutilizing this benefit. Other travel benefits include no foreign transaction fees, car rental privileges at Avis, Hertz, and National, premium Global Assist hotline when you're further than 100 miles from home and need 24/7 emergency assistant for coordination of services like medical, legal, financial referrals, and access to the Platinum Travel Service Consultants for helping you with your travel itinerary. Insurance is one that's often overlooked. If your trip or relevant items are paid using your Amex Platinum card, you could be covered for the following: car rental loss and damage insurance. Now, this is secondary coverage, which isn't as strong as the primary coverage offered by the Chase Sapphire Reserve, and it doesn't cover vehicles rented in Australia, New Zealand, or Italy. Trip delay insurance, so when delayed over 6 hours, up to $500 per claim to reimburse related incidentals. For trip cancellation and interruption insurance, you're covered up to $10,000 per trip. Shopping return protection up to $300 per item. Cell phone protection up to $800, and I've used this when my phone was stolen. Purchase protection up to 90 days from the purchase date, up to $10,000 per item. And extended warranty up to 1 year beyond the manufacturer's warranty, up to $10,000. There's a lot of fine print here, so I recommend looking into the finer details when relevant to make sure you understand the terms of coverage. Lastly, there are some entertainment events and access benefits like Platinum Nights by Resi for harder to book restaurant reservations, and Premium Events Collection and events with Amex for special tickets access or perks for various events. I don't leverage this frequently, but there are sometimes Amex lounges at sporting events, or recently I went to the Amex Times Delta Lounge during Miami Art Week, and I loved that. I would say if you travel more than 2 to 3 times per year, you're going to get value out of this card. Between lounge access, hotel credits, and global entry and clear, this card can certainly make your travels more comfortable and efficient. On the other hand, if you don't travel a lot, you might be better off getting a different card that's geared towards how you spend your money. And this card is not for someone who carries a balance. The interest is very high, so make sure you pay it off in full every month. And if you don't like keeping track of credits, you might want to go for a more simplified card such as the Venture X, which gives you Priority Pass and Capital One lounge access and some other travel perks, but it's more affordable and less of a coupon book card. If you've decided this card is a fit for you and you'd like to sign up, at time of filming, the welcome offer on the card is as high as 175,000 bonus points when you sign up and spend $8,000 in the first 6 months. If my content has been helpful and you'd like to support the channel, I've included my referral link below. This really goes a long way in helping me to continue making content like this, so thank you so much. If you have been following my content for a while, you probably know I love this card. I originally got it for the lounge access and the travel perks, and I've been able to justify the annual fee through many increases because of the value that I get from all of the perks. I will say, with the most recent refresh in 2025, Amex really outdid themselves, and the outsized value of the extra hotel credit, the Lululemon credit, and the Resi credit really make this card a no-brainer for me. Thanks for being here and for supporting the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.